Hi, and welcome to Telly Talk. I'm Liv.
And I'm Ben.
And on this episode, you'll hear our carefully considered and not at all random thoughts on a show we like. There will be spoilers.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and we're giving ourselves an age rating of 15 and above, but you're welcome to make up your own mind. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Plathville.
It was a bloomin' Cattywampus.
Nice. Bit of Googling, now we understand.
Yeah, now we understand the American lingo.
The what?
This is going to turn out that it's incredibly localised and everyone else is still going, what the hell's a Cattywampus?
Yeah.
And to be fair, if you haven't read the episode title, we sound mad.
It definitely means kerfuffle, right?
No, something is a bit askew or on the wonk.
Okay.
A bit not right.
I think that this episode title of something about a Cattywampus could, in fact, be the title of the whole season.
Yes, although it turns out we've got it wrong because it's not a Cattywampus, it's all Cattywampus. So Cattywampus is an adjective as opposed to...
What do you mean?
Well, you know, we're saying it's Cattywampus. Or it's a Cattywampus. Like a kerfuffle or a rumpus.
Right.
It's not a something. It is an adjective. So it's all gone Cattywampus.
Oh, no.
So you are not a Cattywampus. You are Cattywampus, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
You don't like it?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't fit with my existing language
We've
structure.
said it so many times now, I think it's firmly embedded, and we're just going to say it now.
You're being a Cattywampus.
So this is Welcome to Plathville, Season 8, Episode 9. Or sorry, Episode 9 of Season 8. Is that... Which
No,
way do you...
I liked it the first
Oh, I got it
time.
right on. And the episode title is It's All Cattywampus.
If you hadn't gathered that bit already.
That's basically a description of this podcast episode so far. Yeah, everything is all a bit off-kilter, isn't it, this week?
Yes.
Whereas Barry's back.
Yes.
What do you want to start with?
I don't know, but I was just going to say, Zach, oh dear. I'm not going to call you that.
You are in the presence of Plath Daddy, because I have to mention it every time since I heard of it. Oh dear. No.
Well, should we start with them? I mean, it's not how the episode started, but we can start ours. Because this is Zach and Barry going out to a wellness centre.
Yes, well this was blissfully homoerotic, wasn't it?
Well, Barry's having a great time trying out all the stuff.
I think you'll find that is trying out all the stuff.
Stood on a vibrating machine.
A jiggle board.
And having a very serious conversation.
I want to have a very serious conversation with the producers because I did not appreciate the hard cut to the scene with close up on Barry's jiggling crotch. Barry's jiggling crotch was not a phrase I was expecting to have to say in my life, but it turns out...
They were very careful after that point. They clearly did that on purpose and then were very careful.
Yeah, I feel violated.
Shoulders up, shoulders up.
Yes, and it was just like, okay, so they're at the wellness thing. There's a compression sock tube thing. I didn't know that was a wellness thing.
I know.
'Cause
I didn't know being upside down was a wellness thing either.
See, my mum had one of those for her leg when she had a lymph node, removed. It was to stop all the lymphatic fluid swelling her leg up. I didn't know you did that as a... Do you think it's a gimmick?
Probably.
Pressy the legs and jiggly the legs.
Well, you wear compression socks if you've had surgery or if you're on a long flight. I don't know that it's necessary in a wellness centre.
Sorry, you might be able to hear, but our children are home because it's the school holidays in the UK, and they're in the other room having a jolly good time painting rocks.
I set them up with rock painting. Yes, with acrylic paint. I don't know what could go wrong.
Little did you know how exciting that would be. So if you hear the random squeals in the background, that is children.
We can see them through the door, so...
Yeah, they
all
are
is good.
supervised. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're having a whale of a time. Probably too much so for our benefit. I see now I'm on edge about the acrylic paint.
Sorry.
So if I sound distracted...
I gave them a piece of paper to do it on top of, and don't...
Oh, well, that's fine.
Don't get the paint on the breakfast bar.
You've told them now, that'll be fine. Yeah, sure. Our parenting notwithstanding, Barry Plath and the sauna. He says it like sauna.
I just heard sauna. So I think that's a you thing.
Okay. Yeah, what I enjoyed was that they had. I didn't enjoy that they were having a sort of quite a serious conversation about Joshua, the Barry and Kim's son that died when he was 17 months old. But the stoicism and the seriousness of the conversation was undermined by the fact that Barry had jiggly voice because he was on the jiggle machine.
And then I was trying to think, did Zac bring it up in terms of the timing? Because we also see Lydia and Kim having a similar conversation in the car. So, of course, they're both planning to have this conversation with the parents to some degree. So I feel like if Zac brought this up, then it's not really Barry's fault that he was on the jiggly machine.
No, that's true. I'm not blaming Barry. I'm just suggesting that it undercut the seriousness of the conversation.
But I also think that sometimes when you're having a serious conversation, some sort of distraction or something else to focus on can allow you to go deeper.
Yeah,
it's like actually there is a therapy, I think it's called EMDR, but I might need to look that up to make sure. What?
Right. No, I'm really curious as to what this therapy is.
Oh, it's where you create a distraction. So quite often people tap their shoulders whilst they're talking about difficult stuff, because it can sort of distract the front part of your mind that holds the defences, and it allows some of those emotions and feelings to come through more easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because I'm just now really conscious that if you ever go, I've got us a wellness centre ticket for the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, what horrible serious conversation are we about to have that you're going to spring on me as I'm going, I don't know, or however it would go.
Well, actually, Barry is planning on this being a double date wellness centre.
I don't know who to feel more sorry for in that circumstance. Lydia, who has been sort of semi-committed to this without her knowledge, or Barry's future dating partner.
Yes, completely unwitting date.
That will degenerate into Barry making random cringe jokes and Zac grilling this poor person while they sweat in a tiny box.
Yeah, he does do a bit of grilling, doesn't he?
He gets his serious face on. And I've realised his eyebrows are quite wide apart. And I feel like that gives him quite an intense grilling stare. It's obviously serving him well.
That people answer his questions.
They do. Well, he doesn't let them move until they do. So, you don't have a choice. It's the Zacquisition.
I was wondering, actually, if Zac's proficiency and willingness and apparent love of having these deep conversations and sort of pressing for more is actually partly what Lydia needed from someone, and partly why he is attractive to her, not in a physical sense but in a personality sense, because he's actually not just willing to talk but encouraging her to talk and explore her emotions.
Yes, I can't help but feel like this conversation about Joshua with Barry is a consequence of, or an indicator that he and Lydia are sort of prepped for Lydia's conversation / confrontation with Kim, which we see in this episode as well, and we'll probably talk about in a second. So I just wonder if naturally it came up because it's on his mind, because he's been sort of working with her and they've been sort of prepping her for this confrontation.
I don't know if it's a confrontation, but yeah, I mean, if you talk about something, it becomes to the forefront of your mind, doesn't it? So yeah, I would say that's highly likely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do we want to talk about the car conversation with Lydia and Kim? That was awkward.
Yes.
Because Kim's icebreaker was a gambit that didn't work, wasn't it? She's like, look at this picture. And I'm like, let's not even touch on the whole, showing someone your phone while you're driving.
I know. And we, of course, as the audience, did not get to see the picture.
No, and this is from someone that's got at least one DUI. So you're like, responsible driving going well there, Kimmy. And she's like, I found a bong in the barn.
Yeah.
There's a bong in the barn.
Okay. Don't know. Did you just make that up?
I did.
Right. The tune and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Lydia doesn't know what it is.
No, and I don't know what Kim's point was.
No, neither do I. And it did seem like, why are you bringing this up?
Yeah.
You're providing drugs education to your daughter who has zero interest in hearing about your past or drugs in general.
Yeah, I couldn't tell whether she was... It seemed like she was trying to go from, I'll throw this out there so it can be a fun thing about how cool I was. And then Lydia's reaction sort of changed it to, as if Kim was sort of trying to get out from being in trouble from her mum. Like, I only did it twice in college and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I've used that line. So yeah, it's just interesting that fell as flat as humanly possible.
Well, yeah, because she hasn't realised who she's talking to. She brought up her children to avoid all of these things and don't talk about it, and then is shocked when her daughter doesn't want to talk about it and has in fact avoided substances.
We get a lot of like deeply unself-aware Kim-isms, particularly in the Talking Heads this episode, where she's like, my children just seem to be really bad at communicating. I'm like, Kim,
Takes practice.
Yeah. And to be fair, I think with the communication side of things, she's struggling to find a thing, because she can't blame all of that on Olivia.
No.
Like most things. So she end up sort of go, well, no one could have prepared you for that, so that's not my fault.
No, and she's right. Okay, no one could have prepared Lydia and her siblings for dealing with the loss of a sibling. However, therapy exists, and I know Lydia has talked about being in the car when it struck her brother.
Yeah.
Like, that is significantly traumatic.
It is.
And if Kim or Barry, let's be fair here, felt that they couldn't provide what their children needed because they were also grieving, then let's get some professionals in to help the kids, and they clearly didn't.
That's all well and good, but not talking about it and banning it as a subject and just repressing it is way cheaper and quicker.
Although, it did, like, in fairness, it did seem like this topic was not banned, but the family were very conscious of Kim's
sensitivities,
responsibility.
Yes.
And didn't bring it up to protect her, but in so doing, they also didn't get to talk about him.
Yes, and Kim expresses sort of quite strong feelings of it not being anyone else's right to discuss it in the public forum.
Well, she did clarify this, so I want to point out here, that's not what she said.
Okay.
She was upset at the insinuation of the impact that it had on her marriage.
Right.
And that wasn't Lydia's place to talk about hers and Barry's marriage as a result of what happened with Joshua.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So I would say, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe there is a line there. You know, stay in your lane almost. You can grieve your brother and you can be upset and you can want to tell the world what happened from your perspective, but you can't then talk about the impact it had on other people.
Yeah, I thought it was also interesting because Lydia was not backing down. She didn't give an inch of ground in this conversation. I didn't feel like when Kim is pressing, saying, well, I showed this to a number of my friends and they all said it seemed like you were accusing me of not preparing you for stuff and everything. And Lydia was like, yeah, but they're going to tell you what you want to hear because they don't want to upset you.
Is that what she said?
That's what I understood to be. It was a bit unclear.
I don't remember her answering, and I was going to say yes, she did stand her ground through her silence, but I don't. Yeah. But you think she replied?
Yeah, I think Kim is used to, particularly with her kids, pushing back, and she's trained them to just back off, particularly Lydia.
Yeah, we see that in some of the others as well.
And so I think these instances where her kids are not doing so, often at the support, now that they've got the support of supportive partners, I think that's when Kim struggles and has previously gone, well, that partner's gotta go.
Yeah. I know how to deal with this.
Yeah, sorry, Zac, this is the beginning of the end. But it
actually does seem to be on the clip for the next episode.
Oh, God, yeah. What I saw was my life flashing before my eyes going, oh, no. Because I turned to you when we saw the preview for this, because we've got Kim and whatnot sort of talking about, like, I think we need to have a sit down. I'm like, oh, God, are we ending as we started with a round table argument?
Yeah.
Someone's getting a ticking off, but it's in reverse. We come full circle and Kim has regained the high ground.
Yeah. Yeah, because they are... I know we've skipped forward to the preview for next time here, but it seems that Isaac is not happy with Zac and is in fact gossiping about him. And we know how Lydia and Zac feel about gossip.
Yes, they don't like it.
When it's not them.
No.
They're allowed to talk about things, like he is talking about Kim to Barry, but no one else. No one else is allowed.
I see. It feels like from the beginning of this, like I think Kim was okay with things generally, but then at that round table when it was like, "What you're telling? Oh, you're telling me off. I'm getting criticism. I don't like that." And then the rest of the season was her gathering all of the troops around and go, "Right, that's not on.
Yeah.
We need to sort them out. Let's get everyone in line. Then we'll have a chat, and everyone will tell them off, and I come out fine."
Because we hear about another trip to Montana,
Yes.
but with Lydia and Zac and Isaac and presumably Kaylynn
yeah.
and Mariah. So, but I don't know if we're going to get the footage of that or if we just get the aftermath conversations of that.
Yeah, it looked like we might just get a brief... I think we just got a brief video of like, oh yeah, Lydia was there.
Yeah. Yes, because we drop in as Lydia is going to see Ethan
Yeah.
after their trip to
It's
Montana.
very convoluted, so yeah. It's...
Just send the cameras, I want to go.
Well, the cameras were there, because we see footage of it to some extent. Oh no, was that
yeah.
I was getting it confused with Lydia at
Viewing
Ethan's house.
Ethan's house,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we've already seen the tour, we don't need another one.
It's not very long.
No. That maybe we should just talk about Ethan's house
Yeah.
and all of the associated, because he has a couple of visitors. We started the episode with Kim visiting, bringing him all his things.
Yes, arriving after her really long drive.
Her weird ass drive, with her claw driving. And then we see Tegan coming to see his house with all the warm enthusiasm you'd expect, and then those two things mashing together in one awkward cacophony.
Right, the thing is, right, Tegan's going, okay, so he moved here, but he's not even trying to be friends. Like, he's not communicating with me.
Yeah.
Like, there's no building of anything
Yeah.
here. And she's not putting in any effort either.
Oh, well, she's decided that she doesn't need to.
I know, but if you are at least entertaining the idea in that you are coming round to look at his house and you went on holiday with him, then when he says, I've got some brownies, you could maybe be enthusiastic.
Get involved in any way.
Yeah.
Although then at the same time she makes a joke, and then he's very offended by it.
Well, I just don't think it comes across as a joke because they don't have the back and forth.
They've not got a rapport.
No.
Although, who can have a rapport with Ethan Plath?
Well,
in
she
his
obviously
current state?
used to.
Yeah, and again, that's assuming. So if we set aside for a moment the concept that she probably doesn't want to get back with him and is just here for the paycheck, but like if we work on the assumption that she does want to get back with him, she needs to put some effort in. But she's very much gone, I am the wronged party, and he's got to sort it out. But also, I suspect he's like, I don't know what I should be doing because I'm getting the cold shoulder whenever we do see each other. And she's talked about needing space and time and everything. So maybe he is trying to be softly and not pushing her. Because it feels like it could easily flip the other way. And he's like, he won't leave me alone. So I've been there, not quite in the Ethan Plath situation, but in that you never know what you should do.
But it's in or out, isn't it? So she could say, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do, I've moved on.
Yeah.
Which I think is where she's at. She's just not vocalising that.
She would... No. And I quote, I'm excited to see his house. And I'm like, tell that to your voice and your face and the way you behave, because I don't think excitement is entering your life right now.
Yeah.
We got a nice cameo from the emotional support gloves, though, which was nice.
Yeah.
His lovely mustard yellow gloves that go for all occasions.
Yes. Well, it is cold there, I suppose.
Yeah, true. I love that. So Kim arrives with, like, the only things that are going to be in this house by the seam of it. Ethan is incapable of supplying his own things.
Yeah.
Do you suppose that he requested this stuff? Or was Kim just going, right, if I bring him a load of stuff, he can't tell me I can't come?
Don't know. Interesting. What I liked, though, is she pulls into the driveway when she arrives, because he's at work, and he says, let yourself in. She tells us that he said this.
Risky business.
So she goes in, we watch her going around the house going, oh, it's really empty. Then we see Ethan arriving home, and I'm like, when did she move her car? Because it looks like she hasn't left the house since she got here. And he goes, I moved your car, it's on the road. And she's like, oh.
So that implies that he's got a key to her car.
Yeah.
Just on his person.
Yeah, or he just hotwired it. And he's like, he gets home from work and he's like, you have parked in my space. Not having this woman. Moves their car, leaves it on the road. Don't even know if it's parked on the road.
What I love is the idea that would be such an Ethan Plath thing to go, oh, Mum's parked in my spot. I could go in and ask for a key, but I will actually spend half an hour hot wiring this car.
Also, the driveway is quite long. Just park behind her.
No. No, to be fair, that driveway is long, but so is his fucking car. Yeah. You see that thing? It's like a battleship.
But he pulls it all the way up to the front door, so he could really, if he went out the passenger side... Wait. No, that would be the driver's side, wouldn't it? Just go from the car straight into the back door.
Well, look, Ethan is a man of routine and habit. Mm-hmm. She was parked in his spot. So the only thing that he could do was literally... See, he says, I moved your car. He didn't say he drove it. I reckon he just pushed it. Because let's face it, Kim probably didn't put the handbrake on. So I think he's just shoved it. And that thing is still rolling as we speak.
Bye.
You just get a cut of it slowly rolling backwards past Tegan's house as she pulls up.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, he was like, who parked this mobile bed in my driveway? But yes, that was very interesting. And
I was wondering if Kim was going to stay there, but they make it clear she's going to a hotel.
Because there's no beds.
And he doesn't talk.
Oh my God, yeah.
You get more conversation out of a plant pot.
What I feel like we got was an insight into middle to latter day Ethan and Olivia marriage. And probably what drove Tegan away. Because I've never seen...
She said he left. He just left.
Yeah. But it's that when he is there and he's just completely blanking you as if you're not there and slamming doors in your face.
Oh my God, that was
And
fun.
then barging you, like acting like you're not there, expecting you to hop out there. Like Kim was having to dart out of his way.
Yeah.
Getting doors shut in her face. She eventually follows him in. He's stepping out, turning the light off, and she's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never seen anyone
I was wondering
buffet
what he was
Kim.
doing in there.
What did you think? Sharpening his hatchet?
No.
Crying?
I was going for something a bit more private than that.
Well, you think he just silently walked off to have a wank?
Yeah. It's like, quick, turn the light off, walk out the room. I don't understand the secrecy otherwise.
It wasn't secrecy, he just wanted to get away from the questions. He plainly did not want to engage. She touched a nerve.
Funny though, right? So yeah, Kim is following him around, and he's not answering. And so what she does is she asks Tegan all the questions.
Yeah, and Tegan's like gave all the answers that Ethan knows are true, but doesn't want to acknowledge, which are that we're not even really friends right now, and nothing's happening.
Yeah, but I feel like Tegan came alive a bit when she's talking with Kim.
Because it's not Ethan.
Yeah, but she didn't even do that when she was talking with her own mum.
She smiled.
Yeah.
Had personality and a bit of life.
And it flowed, and it feels like she relaxed a bit with Kim, hearing Kim kind of agree with her. Oh my
God, you have a conversation with Kim, and that is the most liberating, easygoing conversation you've had in the whole day.
I know.
I do love that your thought process is right. He's in the middle of a conversation that he's uncomfortable with his mum. So and that it's being filmed by a camera crew. His decision is to pop into another room to just crack one off to relax a bit. I'll alleviate a bit of pressure here. Mid-conversation with my mum.
We've been watching Virgin Islands, so it's kind of...
I don't think any of them would do that.
I don't know. I don't...
That's what... I'm just...
I don't understand the secrecy and the quick turn the light off.
And your only way of understanding the secrecy.
Leave that mess there.
Oh God! That's why he doesn't have a bed. Speaking of bed.
We hear a lot about bed breaking, don't we?
Yeah. Oh God!
Oh.
I loved, before we get on to that, when Ethan. The funniest thing in this whole episode was when they've just finished making the brownies. Tegan, I say Tegan and Ethan. Ethan has finished making the brownies while Tegan stands and stares at him and gives him nothing. She goes, well, there's not really anywhere to sit. And he goes, well, we can sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, it's a bit small. And there's like this little pause and sitcom, like we then immediately cut to her sat on the sofa on her own and him on this oddly tall chair.
It's perched on a box or a chair or a stool or something.
In silence. Awkward silence. And it's just him perched like he's a little boy that's been lifted onto a high ledge by his dad.
Yeah.
And she sat over there on the sofa on her own. And it was just like,
Oh my god.
solved it. And then Kim arrives.
No,
to
but
break...
they just started talking, like as in finally finding some flow, talking about cars. And it was just starting to ease, and then Kim arrives.
Kim arrives by letting herself in, suddenly realising the cameras and Tegan are there, and then halfway in the door knocks and goes, is it all right if I come in? I'm like, you've already taken your shoes off and are in the living room, Kim. You've let yourself in.
So then Isaac and Kaylynn let themselves into Lydia and Zach's house.
To be fair to them, they knocked on the door and the door swung open.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they were like, I'm sorry, the door was open. Because they said, oh, the door's already open. So that's not quite the same as Kim kicking the door in.
It feels like the same.
But we couldn't pass by without that scene because that was unironically the funniest shit I've ever seen in a long time. Oh, it beats out only just, if you'll pardon that terminology, the thing about the bed with Zac and Lydia and them trying to explain how their bed got broke.
Well, because Isaac and Kaylynn go to visit, as we just said.
Yeah.
And they get onto this couple game, or they take the couple game with them.
Yeah. Well, it ostensibly, Isaac and Kaylynn have brought this game, but they haven't brought this. They go, oh, my friends gave this to me, i.e. production, gave me this game to play. They've never seen this before.
Lydia loves it.
Yes, how the world changes.
I know.
There's 4 of them there. Lydia is fliffling flu going, this is amazing, these are all dirty.
It's like a couples game where you have to kind of get the same answer as your partner.
But they're all a little raunchy.
They can be.
Yes.
Something about a cowboy and a horse.
One of you's a cowboy, one of you's a horse. Who's going to ride the other?
Yep, she was well up for answering that. Because the others try and deflect and like, oh, let's look at a different question. She's like, I want to do this question.
I am doing this question.
We're all going to do it.
Yes. And Isaac, not into this game.
No.
I mean, to be fair, it's because there's a lot of fucking talk between his sister and her husband.
Yeah, but he was well up for it in the coffee shop.
I know. But yeah, it's like he got gun shy.
He doesn't like Zac, does he?
No, he's uncomfortable as hell. He's putting on a brave face, like, oh yeah, we're fine now.
Yeah, but then this is when he brings up, like, well, I do like hang out and stuff, but we're trying harder. I mean, the last time I was here fixing their bed. Well, I don't really want to think about how it got broken.
Yeah. And Lydia's going, yeah, they were
just
sort
kissing him.
They were constricted. I tried to kiss you, didn't I? Yeah. And then I slipped and fell on the bed and it broke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you fucked the shit out of that bed. Let's not pretend. Shall I talk about our
No. That's too embarrassing. Theirs is on telly. But...
we on holiday. On holiday, we had a caravan holiday at a lovely caravan park. And the first night we were there, or the first day, was it?
It was the afternoon.
The bed just collapsed, like the leg sheared off, and we had to summon the maintenance guy. Please, can you fix our beds? And just this shame, no matter what, like just going this fella showed up going, I brought a bed. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it must be a design. He's like, yeah, it's a design flaw in the legs. They just collapse. There's no one's fault. And I'm like, And just this awkwardness of him shuffling in, going, I'll just fix that bed for you.
We'll hide in the lounge.
No, as we die inside. But yeah, just that wonderful shared thing of like, yes, it was this elaborate thing, as they're both going, yeah, embarrassed. But yeah, I was really surprised that Lydia has come full circle, hasn't she? And she's now just like, I am well into the smut.
Yeah, good for her, though.
Yeah, living her dream. Even Zac was a bit like, I'm not keen to... Because she's riffling through, going, I want to see what else is here. And he's like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt like another thing of like, actually, maybe there's not quite so much like cohesion in that Kaylynn, Isaac sitch, because they didn't seem super aligned at all.
I thought they were aligned, but against Lydia and Zac. Like, it was, I think they were both finding it awkward. I'm not saying there was conflict or anything, but I feel like they were both uncomfortable, and so they were kind of aligned in that.
Okay, fair enough.
Anything else happened this episode?
No, I think we've covered everything. I still think the funniest moment.
Sofa moment.
Just Ethan perched like a small boy and no one even looking at each other, let alone talking.
It must be so awkward for the camera crew and the sound, the production team, I guess. I don't know all the individual
But at
roles.
the same time, they're going, this is gold.
Yeah, you guys have to suffer so that we can get the show.
I might have my gripes about production companies sometimes, but they were on their A game this episode. And of course, making sure they got them to have that deep and meaningful conversation mid-jiggle. Well, you think that's a very good point. I don't know why he's suddenly an old man as well, but yeah. I'm not looking forward to the whole, like, big, let's have a round table confrontation as the family swarm round and attack Lydia and Zac.
I know, because to me, big picture seems like Lydia is organising her thoughts and her experiences and her emotions and her feelings. And some of those things involve family members. And in her organising of this, she's disrupting other people's narratives they've created around it, and they don't like it.
Do you remember that originally they were going to move to Colorado, and then there was a bit of a stink kicked up about it, so they decided to stay in Cairo? Zac decided to move.
What was the stink, though?
That they would... How could Lydia be moving away? He's taking her away from us.
Or the family?
The family. Of course, Kim.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, Kim wasn't impressed.
Okay.
And he then decided, actually, I'll move to Cairo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now I think they'd have done better.
Now they've fled anyway, haven't they?
Yeah, I suspect because they get confronted at this round table.
Yeah, Lydia's put it on her Instagram.
Why are you judging us for our music taste and our house? But it also suggests that Mariah is still in the thick of the family gossip, though. It seems to suggest that Mariah's in the thick of the rumours, the Plath family rumour mill, because like a lot of the stuff that was coming up in the preview that they were talking about Zac saying was like, he said that Mariah shouldn't listen to that sort of music or shouldn't have these things in her house and stuff like that. Maybe it was just what Isaac observed, but...
Well, because they go on holiday together. And I'm presuming Kaylynn's there too.
Yeah.
And this is in the preview for the next episode, so we don't really know. But it looks like Isaac is saying that he heard that Zac would wait until he'd left the room and then say these things.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out next episode.
Yeah.
Won't we? So.
Yeah.
So how did you rate this episode?
Really highly. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
It was really enjoyable to watch, even in its awkwardness.
I think I'm going to give this 7 deeply awkward silences in a half-furnished dining room out of 7.
That's really convoluted.
It is really convoluted, but it fits with the conversation. I love the jiggly conversation. I almost took a point off for his jiggly crotch, but the awkward conversations.
I'm surprised it's not 7 Cattywampuses out of 7.
No, we've said that too much. Don't bring it up again. Liv, it's not a Cattywampus.
Yeah.
Something is Cattywampus. It's a describing.
So it's like 7 Cattywampuses out of 7.
No. That's the exact opposite of what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, anyway.
On that note, that's all, folks.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Toodles!